He says, are you telling me the only reason that I'm at St. John's is because I'm white? And I said, no, man, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm sorry if that's the impression you got. I'm just saying that on balance, it pays to be white in this society. And I gave him a few more examples, and he said, oh, okay, all right. Well, I just wanted to make sure, because my father worked really hard so that I could go to this school. He worked in the mills, right? And didn't even go to college, didn't even finish high school, worked 55, 60 hours a week, worked on weekends, didn't take vacations, sacrifice, pinched pennies. But it goes on for like 5 minutes about the amazing work ethic and character of his dad. And I let him because he needed to say this, and I needed to hear it. And when he was done, I said, you know what, man? First of all, congratulations, and I hope you realize how lucky you are to have had a dad like that. That's awesome. And I hope you're grateful for him. And he said, I am grateful for him. And I said, good, because I didn't have a dad like that. My dad's an alcoholic and an addict. And he didn't work probably in his whole life as hard as what your dad seemed to have done in about a week. So that's pretty amazing, right? I said, that's awesome. And I'm happy for you. In fact, I'm so happy for you. I think that St. John's should admit your father as a freshman tomorrow. And he looked very puzzled, like a few of you are. And he said, I don't understand. My dad's 53 years old. He's not going to go back to high school. I said, no, I know. I get that. I'm just saying, for the last 5 minutes, you told us how awesome your dad was, everything your dad had done, every work ethic aspect of your father's character. You told us all this about your dad. I am still struggling to figure out what in the hell that has to do with you. You are 16. You have done nothing except pass an Algebra 2 final last week, and your last terminal degree was 8th grade. Sorry, but I ain't impressed. And I don't mean to be mean, but do you understand my point? Your father did all this. The minute that any of that sacrifice gets passed down to you, this is no longer about merit. This is no longer about what you deserve. It is about something you got lucky to have. And how are you any more deserving of this spot than someone who, for their own dumb luck, didn't get that dad, right? The reality is, unless you think that you did something in a past life to deserve that father, and it was a Catholic school, so he was not going to say yes. Unless you think you did something in a past life to deserve that father and got reborn into that family, then you have to acknowledge this isn't about merit anymore, right? That's something we have to admit too. We've sold ourselves a story, not just about our country, about us. And if we're going to unwind this thing and heal the blind spots, as the phrasing of the event today says, we're going to have to be prepared not just to tell the story of our country more accurately, but our own story. So let me start with mine.